Are we good?
I think we're good.
All right, so I've decided to start this English language lesson with a little bit of poetry. I'm going to read it to you out loud, but it's important to look at the words as I read it. An ode to the spelling checker. Praise the Lord for the spelling checker that came with our PC. Make a mistake and it puts you right. It's so easy to use, you see. I never used to know, was it E before I? For sometimes it's I before E. But now I've discovered the key to success. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. So what if you lose a letter or two? The world won't come to an end. Can't you see it's as plain as the nose on your face? S checker's my very best friend. I've always had trouble with letters that double. Is it one S or two? Is it one or two S's? But now I've got a point. It's great. And it's high time about one. So if you were watching, you'd see that although it's clever, there's a lot of plays on words in this poem, and some of them fall into the categories of homonyms, homophones, and homographs. So today that's what we're going to talk about. The reason this is really important for you to know is that understanding these terms and the type of words that fall under these categories is really important in writing and reading comprehension. So if you understand these, then you'll be a better writer and a better comprehender when you read. So first we're going to start talking about homonyms. Homonyms are words that are spelled alike and are pronounced the same way but have different meanings. Alright, so here's a couple examples. Bark, obviously a verb, dogs bark, or tree bark. Spelled the same way, pronounced exactly the same, but just look at you know which one it is because they have different meanings. Also sink, again, the verb to sink, as in a ship, or the sink that's in your bathroom or kitchen. So if you didn't understand that this word has two different meanings, then you might be confused when reading. So, can anybody give me any examples of homonyms? Word that sounds alike, pronounced the same way, but has two different meanings. Yes?
There, and there.
Yes, there, there. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That's coming up next. Those are all spelled differently.
Oh.
They're spelled the same way. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Those are coming up though, so you're ahead of the game. How about bat? Baseball bat, bat that flies. Or mean, someone who isn't nice is mean. Mean is also the average in math. Anybody else have one? Yes?
Could blue and blue work? Like blue is in the color and then blue is in the feeling?
Yes, exactly. That's a good one. I know it's kind of hard to think of them on the spot, but you'll notice them everywhere you go if you're looking for them. All right, next is homophones. Homophones are spelled differently, but pronounced the same way and have different meanings. So, different from homonyms because they're spelled differently. So we're going to start with male and male, pronounced exactly the same way, however, two different words spelled differently. This is really important to know for spelling. You know, if you're actually has two meanings as well, making it a homonym, because you could also take a vowel, or it could be the front of the ship. Another one, bass or bass. Bass is when your music is thumping, and bass is when you go fishing. So again, you might just see this word and you wouldn't know how it was pronounced. It's important to understand context clues to help you, and just for you to know that this happens, and to be familiar with some of the words that do this. So are there any examples you can think of a homograph? This is the hardest one for me to think of on my own, so I don't blame you. Okay, I'm gonna give you one. Minute and minute, spelled exactly the same way, different meanings, different pronunciation. Also, row and row as in an argument, and row the boat. And another one that I really like is entrance and entrance. I would not really think of that one. I did look that one up, but again, I wouldn't expect you to think of these on your own, but these are important to know because either as a teacher or as a student, you need to understand these kind of words and the categories, because it will help you be a better writer and better at comprehending text. So just looking through this again, can anybody point out any homophones, which were the words that are spelled differently but sound alike? They were used purposefully in here.
The word so.
So, yes.
Right.
So it's supposed to be S-O, but if you didn't know that, you just knew the spelling for S-E-W, you might have mispronounced it right here, or misspelled it, I'm sorry, or if you're a spell checker, it's very difficult. Anybody else? Yes.
What?
Want, yes. Which is kind of funny because what and what don't exactly sound alike, but especially for someone like an English language learner, then you can understand how they would get that confused if they saw what. Anybody else? I mean, it's full of them, and I know it's kind of an obvious question. Okay. Well, does everybody feel like they have kind of a better understanding of the difference between a homophone, homograph,